Well, good morning, Adventure Van friends. As you can see, I am back with the box van, camped out here in the Nevada desert. It is a beautiful, cool morning this morning. Sun is coming up, clear blue skies. You see I have my shower tent out, left it out overnight to dry out. I did get a nice warm shower in yesterday. It's been warming up to the mid to high 50s and cooling off into the high 30s at night. So that time of year here, that's typical for this weather. I'm at about 2,600 feet elevation. But anyway, I'm gonna hop inside. It's a little cool out this morning. I've got the diesel heater running here. I'm probably gonna shut it down. The van is nice and toasty. We'll bring you up to speed on what's going on with this box van. Oh yeah, nice and toasty in here. So here we are. Yeah, it has been a little bit. Everything is pretty much how I left it. I had to do some cleaning. I've had it now for about 3 days. Got out here into the desert and immediately started, well, I have a storage unit out here that I opened up. So I started unloading a lot of stuff. I had a lot of extra things in here, very cluttered up. So I removed a lot of them. There's still a lot of stuff in here, but it freed up a lot of the floor space. I moved out a lot of the stuff that was under the bed and underneath my cabinets here. Of course, I've got my shoes and some food under there now, but while all that stuff was out, I did some deep cleaning, scrubbing the floors and all the surfaces. So yeah, it went good storing it. I didn't have any rodent problems, which I was concerned about. The storage facility I store it at does have their own pest control. So yeah, no worries there. And good to be back. So what's going on with this thing? Am I going to keep it? Am I going to sell it? What am I going to do with the AdventureVan? Well, let's talk about it for a minute. So what the heck am I going to do with this box van? Well, I'm going to continue to get it cleaned out and cleaned up and ready for potential sale. Talked about that in previous videos. So things have kind of changed over the last couple weeks. I left my seasonal job in North Dakota in the second week, well, approaching the second week of November. It was a late season. Was able to make it down to the Southwest and see my family for the Thanksgiving holiday. It was very nice. I had my box van stored there and was able to pick it up, dropped off the AdventureVan, and now I'm back out here in the box van. Out here in the Nevada desert, I did open up a storage unit in the nearby town and have been unloading a lot of my stuff that has been stored in here. I had an excess of stuff. A lot of you remember I had a cargo trailer, a little 5x8 cargo trailer I was towing my motorcycle around with. When I sold the cargo trailer and motorcycle, I had a lot of excess camping gear and stuff that I had accumulated since getting the cargo trailer, and it just piled it into the box van. And then shortly after that, I stored this thing and took off in my AdventureVan. So when I came back, I had a nice little reminder of how much crap I had accumulated and just kind of thrown in this box van. So my solution has been to open up a storage unit, which I've done, and have a place to where I can pull everything out of the box van, go through it, sort through it, get rid of the stuff I don't need, and evaluate what I actually do need. And that's going to just buy me some time and have a place to have it out of this van, be able to get this thing cleaned up. The inside was getting a little dingy. It had been a while since a deep clean. So yeah, scrubbing the floors and walls and all the surfaces, kitchen area, and just spending some time getting it nice and tidied up. And it's really cleaning up nicely. It just feels so much better when you have a clean space. So doing that, and still in the back of my head, thinking about selling this thing. Initially, when I left my seasonal job in November, I was pretty set on, as soon as I got back, I was going to get this thing up for sale. But I've kind of changed my mind on that. I'm just moving a little too fast, getting a little too stressed out and having too much anxiety. So I'm just going to slow my roll a little bit. So the current plan for the near future here, this winter season, I'm going to be in Quartzsite, Arizona. I'm going to have the box van and the AdventureVan both out there. I'm going to continue to get this thing cleaned up and ready for a potential sale. While having the AdventureVan there, I'm actually going to build out the AdventureVan to make it a little bit more of a comfortable camper. I'm going to put some solar panels on the roof and do some minor building on the inside. When I took off last spring in the AdventureVan, I didn't do much to it at all. I just threw a cot in there, a little small table I could put my camp stove on, and just no real actual storage for anything. I had some storage bins underneath the cot and just kind of hanging things and stacking things in the corner. So yeah, I'm going to do a little work to that. I've talked about turning around the passenger seat and removing the bulkhead on the passenger side, so I have a little bit more open space. And yeah, up the power system a little bit, so I'm not so stressed for power in that. And my idea is to get that finished up while still having the box van. The box van will help me get materials. I can fit full sheets of plywood in here, and you know, have a place to sleep while I'm gutting and doing the initial build part of the AstroVan. Otherwise, I'd have to be sleeping in a tent, which is doable, but I figured since I have this, I might as well take advantage. And I have the financial luxury of being able to afford for a little bit longer having two vehicles. Not long term at all. It's just not something I want to do. Paying for storage and maintaining and paying for insurance on two vehicles is just not something I want to get into. So, but for the near future, that is what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, I'm excited about the plans and ideas I have with the AstroVan. And I think what it's going to come down to is when I have the AstroVan all said and done and built out how I feel I would like it, and this is all cleaned up and I've pared down all my possessions, I can take a look at both of them and make a really tough decision, and it will be a tough decision on if I really want to sell this box van. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to still do that. Just for my longer term plans, the AstroVan is going to fit those plans a little bit better. For the next 3 to 5 years, I'm going to be working more seasonal jobs. I think a longer term goal, I would like to have a bigger living space like this box van, but I'm going to have to let go of this for a little bit, at least a good few years, and then I can look back into getting something with a little bit more space. And when I think I do that, when I do that, I think what I want to do is get a very similar size space. This is a 10-foot long box by 6 foot wide by about 6'4" high. I'm 5'11" and I still have a few inches here. It's a very comfortable space. I'm able to fit everything I need in here, and I could actually do some remodeling and fit even more. I could fit a little shower in here. But I think what I want to do in the future is just get a cargo trailer that is this same size. That way I could have that as a kind of part-time bigger living space for my winter months, which are usually my downtime when I'm not working seasonal work. I usually like to kind of stay in one spot a little longer than normal and just kind of stretch my dollars and plan for the next coming working and traveling seasons. And I think having a cargo trailer, something without an engine attached, and have the smaller vehicle that I can go around and pursue my seasonal work and my travels in the busy seasons, and then have this to come back to. And I'm looking into ways to where I could store said cargo trailer without having to pay for storage fees. And I'll talk more about that here in upcoming videos, but that's what's going through my head. And this is all just I'm just thinking aloud here, sharing it with you guys. So many of you have been with me since this nomad life journey that I started over, it's been 11 years now. And I just want to continue doing that. I want to continue bringing the places that I go and sharing the camping experience, the full-time living on the road experience. And that's what I've been doing all along. So I'm going to continue to do that. And I just, again, I'm so appreciative of all of you that have stuck with me, new people that have, found my channel and joined and want to see what I'm up to. That's what's going on. So in the very near future here, what we're going to be doing is documenting this whole process of building out the AstroVan and getting this thing cleaned up, tidying up. There's some repairs I need to do it. I need to make some decisions on what I want to keep in the AstroVan and how that little build setup is going to work out. So that's where I'm at. So from here, I'm camped out in the Nevada desert near my storage unit. I've got one more day to get the final deciding on what I want out of here, what I need to bring with me for tools to do the build out on the Astro. So I will be moving down to Quartzsite in the next couple days and then retrieving the AstroVan. I have a friend that's going to help me out doing that, and then I'll have both vehicles in one place. and be able to focus on getting the AdventureVan set up and this thing cleaned out. So we'll be sharing those build ideas with you and the process all along. I'll be doing that pretty much off-grid. We'll be, using my battery-powered power tools, recharging them with the solar power system that I have, and show you how that all is going to work. I just, again, appreciate you all being with me. Next video I should have out in a couple of days. Be showing you a little bit around more like camp life stuff, and yeah, the normal thing that I do, that I've been doing all along in this channel. Just really appreciate you guys again. I cannot say that enough. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.